Hello and happy Monday, everyone, or happy whatever day it is you happen to be watching today. Don't know if you can tell, but I am in the barn. This is actually part of the section, or there's a small section in the barn that was used by the previous owners as an indoor hay storage section, and it is far more than what we need. So I am converting part of it into a workspace because I keep needing it and commandeering my lovely husband's shop and getting in his way. And I just need my own space so I can do stuff, have my own projects, all my own tools, and then I don't have to pack things up every single time I am not done with something. But yeah, so we're gonna do that. As you can see, I've already started. This is actually day 2, so we're going to, fingers crossed, get the bench the rest of the week done. And yeah, so let's get into this. Here we go. First things first, I gotta clear the section where the floor is going to be underneath the bench because the flooring here is just loose boards, as you can see, stacked on top of old pallets. The only reason I can see that they did this was so that the hay would not be sitting directly on the ground in case water or moisture pooled up. It would not rot from the bottom. So got to get all of that cleared out of the way, and then we can start getting things set up and sized up where it's going to go. A lot of these pieces that you see me pulling off right now from the floor are actually in really good shape, and I decided, because they were all a uniform length, that I was going to use those for the top of the workbench. Then after I got the pallets and the pieces of wood out of the way, I basically just smoothed out the flooring here. It was some loose hay and a lot of dust, and it wasn't flat, so I just flattened all that out. Now it's time to measure everything. So these pieces ended up being roughly 31 inches long. So to make a frame, I needed 31 inches deep for the bench and then 8 foot long or 96 inches long, which fit perfectly right there, as you can see. And then I needed to cut out my little cross sections. I needed 3, 1 for each end, and then I put a support right in the middle so it wouldn't be as flimsy. And I started getting a screw set in there, and then I realized right about here that it was too short. So I went and got the big guns. And now that I have the right length screws, I can actually start getting this thing put together. I did this wrong. That's as far as I'm getting tonight. Okay. Back at it again for day 2. We are finishing getting that last screw in. So the only reason I stopped was because my drill died. So I have the driver today. And here I was foolishly thinking that I could hold it and also screw it into the wall at the same time, and realized that no, I can't. So I commandeered the use of an empty water barrel and a trash can to hold it up for me, because it was just about the perfect height at those, and it was a couple inches shorter than what I wanted the bench to be at, but I think it's actually at a good height now that I really look at it. And of course I knew that 4 little screws were not going to hold that thing up, especially with the added weight of the top, so I needed to measure out the distance from the bench to the floor to get legs. I had to get a different drive because I'm going to different screws, so onward! With the legs now on and the frame set up, it is time to put the top of the bench on so we can actually make this look like a table.
I'm sure you can see, but these pieces were relatively dirty. Mainly just dust and hay from years of having hay set on top of it, but it wasn't that bad. Nothing absolutely disgusting, and it's just gonna be living in the barn anyway, so it's not like I wanted a polished top, so this is perfectly fine. I don't mind a little bit of dust.
This was the whole reason I built this table. Oh dear. Let me show y'all. Get. There we are. I needed a flat space so I could cut stuff, because I have a whole lot of projects that have to do with cutting wood, and I didn't have a good place to do it. We didn't really have a table in the husband's shop for this, so I was doing it on the floor in the shop, and then as you saw here, I was doing it on the floor here in the barn. So this is the whole reason I built this table. It's because I have plenty of projects that require cutting. So now I have space to do this. I've got one little last thing to do here. I'm doing little triangle supports between the table and the legs, just to give a little extra, because everyone can use a little extra support, you know? So gonna do that real quick, and then this is pretty much done. It's not perfect, and I'm okay with that. Never promised, never said I was perfect, but it'll do. So let's get to it.
Like I mentioned, these triangular bits here are meant for support between the table and the leg, so it doesn't move anywhere. I was thinking about this after I'd finished the video, but I should put those supports also from the wall to the table, so those will be added on later. You don't see that in the video, but that will happen soon.
We done it! That not going nowhere. Okay. See if I can get out. All right. Here we go. I am pleased with that. nice long table. It is 96 inches long. So we've got, let's see, that's 8 feet to work with. That's right. 96 divided by 12. Yeah. We'll go with it. So, nice, beautiful as I can make it table. We got space up here to put corkboard or even hang it on this side. Just because it is 30 some inches deep, it's a little harder to reach. So I might put the corkboard along those beams there, and then I can hang my tools there, and then I've got this space along the back for posters, I guess. Well, there we have it. I'm sitting on it. I am that confident that it's not going to fall out of the wall that I'm sitting on it. So I am quite pleased with this. Like I said, I pretty much only did this so I had a nice big space that I could work on my own projects that I'm not getting in the way in the shop. And I'm really happy with it. So you're probably going to see a lot more of this bench because I've got more projects that I'm working on. We're doing raised beds and then some nice big project. I'm not going to spill exactly what it is yet, but I got to build some shelves for it. So if that gives you an idea of what it is, maybe drop a comment. I don't know. You can guess. Maybe I'll see it. But with that, thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like what you saw, please let me know. You can leave a like, you can drop a comment, you could subscribe. And with that, I will see you all next week. Bye.